Hello and welcome to another edition of Good Morning Pattaya, Pattaya Channel's very own breakfast show. I'm your host, Nick Pendrell, and joining me on the sofa is once again Dave Durham.
Good morning, Nick.
How are you doing today?
Great. It's nice outside. Made it here on time, as per usual.
You're excellent. You run like Swiss railways.
And nice to see my old friend here as well, Nick.
And we have with us an old friend, Joe Cox, Defence International Security Services.
Good morning.
Good
How
morning.
is everybody?
Oh, I think we're all doing pretty well.
Good. And yourself, Dave?
Nice to see you, Joe. Yeah,
Nice to see you.
Very good.
I see you got makeup on again.
No, my makeup's not on today.
Oh, right. Sorry.
So tell us a little bit about Defence International Security Services.
OK then, well, it's a security company. Originally I came over here to do dog security. Patrol dogs, drug dogs, sniffer dogs.
Right.
And then from that, it led to uniform security officers, business continuity plans, risk assessments, cameras, alarms. So now we do the whole spectrum.
Right.
So I'm very pleased with how we've grown.
So what is your background? I imagine I don't really want to pick a fight with you.
No, I'm from kindergarten. No, my background's ex-military,
Right.
and civil police.
And if you told me any more than that, you'd have to kill me, probably.
No, but you can buy all the beers all night.
And he does self-destruct in 60 seconds. No, on a serious note, Joe, I mean, the business side of it and what you do, the security side of it, you know, you have a lot of responsibility, don't you?
Yeah, especially in the situation where we are today. So, you know, there is a lot of responsibility going with the job.
Sure.
You can't just go there and say, oh, you need this, you need this, and you need this, and not have any knowledge on what you're actually supposed to be advising clients.
I mean, I know that your background is substantial, and I know that, you know, going from being a dog trainer, handler, you know, and the business has built, and it's built quite fast, really, over the years. And I mean, you know, your knowledge of product knowledge is very good. I know that from past experience with Joe, that, you know, he gives a full service, and of course your camera systems and that, you know, they're all coming to fruition now, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, technology is advanced in leaps and bounds. You know, so you can't just rely on the human being anymore.
Yeah.
You have to rely on technology as well. Because, as we know, working in Thailand, the shortage of the right personnel. So therefore, you use another tool in the box. So everybody's needs are different.
Yeah.
So you cater for.
And what about the sort of the recruiting side, Joe? I mean, you know, because you're in the security game, you know, so to speak, at the end of the day, you can't just take your average, if you expect, you can't take the average Joe off the street kind of thing.
Correct.
You know,
correct.
Forget the pun.
Well worded there, Dave.
Yeah, I was trying to think of another name.
An average Joe. You're an extraordinary Joe. We're talking about an
I was
average
thinking
Joe.
of another name, but you know what I mean. You know, you can't take the average person off the street. On a serious note, you can't, Joe, can you?
Not everybody is good enough to be a security officer. Yeah, it's a career. It's not, you know, the way I look at it, I've done it all my working life, you know, and it is a career. So you can't just have somebody that thinks that they're just going to go and get the cheque at the end of the month. With that cheque comes the responsibility. Yeah. So employing the right personnel is one of the hardest issues I have. Because although, for example, out of 100 people, you're probably going to employ, if you're lucky, 20.
Yeah, sure.
20 good ones. Yeah.
20 good ones, you know, and out of that 20 good ones, one of them will be superb.
Now, you patrol from the small premises to the large premises, don't you? I mean, what else covers your patrolling?
My remit, is that the word you're looking for?
Yes, it is, Joe. I'm glad you're here.
carry on taking the coffee.
Ah, yes. But I mean, you know, you don't just do your average sort of...
No, we are, and I say we, because it's a joint team effort, yeah. I have embassies, FCO buildings, the Commonwealth War Graves Commission use us. So it's not just a condominium or a building site.
Yeah.
We got from 5-star hotels all the way through to somebody's house where we do the alarm response. You know, so I've got a huge spectrum.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and every one of them individual needs are just as important as the embassy or a 5-star hotel.
Right.
You know, because your house is just as important to me as Dave's.
Right.
You know, although he's got less stuff in it. Keep that on the quiet.
So if somebody wanted a job with you, would they have had to have some sort of experience? Are they ex-police? Are they ex-military? Or could somebody just decide, I want to be in the security business having no prior experience at all?
If you come with no prior experience, in one sense, it's better for me.
Okay, blank sheet of paper.
Yeah, I can do my own canvas. You know, so I'm not correcting bad habits. Military is always best because it's already installed in them. Yeah, that's the right word.
Yeah, discipline,
Yeah. So I'd prefer taking on ex-military. Yeah, but if somebody's got no experience, it means I've got that clean canvas to work with. So, you know, it's horses for courses.
Yeah. What is the training process? Obviously, you said you like a blank sheet of paper is best to go for, but which means you have to train them yourself. So
Correct.
how long does that last?
Because of my background in the UK, what I've tried to do is instill that training and philosophy, to Thai nationals.
Right.
Okay. So how we train our staff is they all have to work in the classroom, okay, and learn what the job actually entails.
Yeah.
Yeah. So part of the things that we go through is how do you arrest people? How do you do a report?
Right.
You know, a basic report, but through that report, the police or the insurance, they'll all refer to that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so that's important evidence, you know. If it goes to court, that could be used.
Right.
So it's like report writing, how to actually be a security officer.
Yeah.
You know, your patrol duties, how to speak to guests. You know, we're working in a hotel.
Sure.
You know, they need to converse and speak to people, acknowledge people. So you can't have somebody there with their body language in a negative manner.
Sure.
So you have to stand or sit or speak in a polite but controlling manner.
Sure.
You know, if you've got somebody being a bit aggressive because something's happened to them, then the staff need to realise that anger
need to handle it.
that anger's not related directly at them, but they need to control the situation. You know, so they're in the classroom for about 2 weeks.
Right.
Okay, and at the end of the classroom stuff, what they do is they have a questionnaire to fill in. Okay, and going on the questionnaire, I will then know what they've actually taken on board.
Is it down to you to assess them then?
Yeah, okay. There's 2 of us that assess them.
Right.
Okay, so they've got to meet a score mark, and they've got to have knowledge of what their role is. You know,
Going from that side of it though, if you've got somebody who's important coming to the country and you're in charge of the security for that person,
Correct.
Who handpicks them? You?
right? Prime example. Okay, Man United were over here last year. Okay. I won all the security for it. Okay, so it meant meeting them airside from the plane all the way to throughout wherever we went. Went to Burma, Bangkok, Pattaya, and then handed them back onto the plane, shook their hand and said goodbye. So logistically, that was a nightmare because this was in planning for 5 months in planning. Yeah. So had to liaise with to get air passes. Have to liaise with the airliners. And then all the suitcases and so on, and the hotels. So there's a lot of homework goes into it, you know. So the team that I took were used to high-profile work. Okay, they're all in suits, so it's nice and relaxed.
Right.
In the evening, we're all in suits. In the daytime, black safari. You know, so the players felt comfortable. But we were on hand if we needed to be. You know, and it was a great event. You know, the lads were fantastic. My team were very good at what they did. So, you know, a lot going back to your original question, sorry, David, was yes, I have to handpick and I have to do majority of the homework. Right. You know, because anything Thai related, my staff will do. Anything else, I do.
And what about the training aspect of it? I mean, you do put, you know, like the Thai people that work for you and the other guys that work for you, do you put them in situations, in the training situation where, you know, they have to, you know, it's a mock-up of somebody coming or, you know, do you do mock-ups in that way?
It's not just sitting there and looking at a screen as a PowerPoint presentation. You can't do that, okay? You need hands-on, okay? So, yeah, we do play role. You know, if we're working in a nightclub, you need to know how to help somebody out that's had too much to drink. You know, not throw them out, you help them out. If there's a fight, you need to know how to control the situation if people are armed. You know, we know in Thailand, unfortunately, weapons are quite easy to get hold of over here. But you need to know all that. You know, it's not a case of just turn up at an office, do an application form. Okay, then there's your uniform. You're down the road tonight. Be there by 5 o'clock. You know, you can't do that.
You know, we're all said and done, Nick. I mean, you know, we can all have a good time and a great time in Pattaya, but you know, there is guys like Joe all there, and there's a serious side to Joe, and it's a serious business at the end of the day. You know, sometimes somebody's life could depend on him. You know, so you know.
I mean, it's a valid point. I mean, people don't realise that security personnel in Thailand, whether it's my company or any other company, they are your first point of call when there's a problem. Right. It's not like you've got a national police service over here. You know, everywhere's got security. So whether they're good or bad, they're your first point of call. You know.
Absolutely.
So, how would people contact you if they wanted to use your services, basically? What's the best way to get hold of you?
We're very active on Facebook.
Right.
You can also visit our website, which is www.thailand-security.com.
Okay, that will be coming up on the screen right now.
Okay. Or you can obviously give us a call. You know, got an office number. It's manned 24 hours a day. So, you know, you can get hold of me in many ways. I'm very active and
no, I think it's great. I think it's great for you to come on, Joe, and tell us the other side of what a lot of people don't see, Nick.
Absolutely, we only see the other end. So thank you very much for coming and giving us a very informative chat. And stay tuned, everybody, because we'll be coming back very, very shortly with the best of the web. See you soon.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you. Cheers, Dave. Cheers, Nick.